I respect your time, so let's get right into it. This video is going to get a little complicated as I try and answer the question of which life skill is the most profitable. Now before I start, if you have yet to watch the life skill videos on cooking and smelting and you are unfamiliar with the spreadsheet I'm going to be using, I strongly suggest you to watch those videos first. Otherwise you might be a bit lost. Click on the cards on top for those videos. Now in ROX, as a free-to-play player, your stamina bar basically determines how much crystals you make. And crystals allow you to get diamonds as well as progress your gear and character. So stamina equals to crystals. So how to make the most crystals with your stamina? Different life skills require you to spend different amounts of stamina. For example, fishing takes 10 stamina each. Gardening takes either 1 or 20, depending on which type of plant you are trying to gather, which type of crop you are trying to gather. Mining takes up 2 stamina to 4 stamina depending on which level mining you are at. And cooking takes up 5 stamina each, while smelting takes up 10 stamina each. So to compare between different life skills that require different amounts of stamina, we have to use the same criteria or same baseline to have an accurate comparison. The criteria I am using to compare in this spreadsheet is how much profit gain per stamina used. How much profit gain per stamina used? In other words, how much crystals I make from 1 stamina. I hope to answer the question of which life skill gives you the most amount of crystals for every single point of stamina spent. So now let's say you're completely new to the game and all your life skills are level 1 and you have 20 stamina or 100 stamina. What would you want to do with it? Now this is where the spreadsheet comes in handy for you to find out how to use the stamina in the most efficient way possible. So step 1, go to the spreadsheet, link is in the description below. Step 2, go to the file tab on top and click make a copy. Because the spreadsheet is locked for editing by me, I will continuously update it when I have time. So please go and make a copy because you are unable to edit my one. Now step number 3, click on the tabs at the bottom of the screen. Fishing, gardening, mining, cooking and smelting. Open your exchange center in game. Right, open your exchange center in game. Replace the values in the yellow column with your own server's prices. So let's demonstrate this once. So let's say, for example, you made a copy already. I want you to remove all the values because these values are prices of items in my server. You need to know how it works for your server. So remove all these values in the yellow column. Go to your exchange center. This is fishing, right? Okay, fishing. So right, let's take a look. Water wheat is 92. So fill in the spreadsheet with the prices. Giant tiger prawn is 88. Frog 88, 96. 88, 96. 583. 563. 647. Right, let's look at level 1 fishing. The best fish I should go for based on prices on my server currently is cobblestone. Why? Because I spent 10 stamina to fish for cobblestone to make 647 or rather 582 crystals after tax, which means every single point of stamina gave me 58.2 crystals each. Now, we repeat the same thing for gardening. Gardening at level 1. If I were to spend one stamina to gather pumpkin and I sell it on the exchange, after tax I get back 39 crystals. If I spend 20 stamina on arcane flower and I sell it on the exchange, I essentially made 33 crystals per stamina. All this is after tax. So just by comparing between fishing and gardening at level 1, fishing is clearly more profitable at level 1. Now for mining, I didn't include the profit per stamina because mining has RNG built into it and the chances of getting each particular item is random. So it's not that consistent. So if even though Ori the Con seems like it sells for a really high price, but the chances of getting it is like 2 or 3%. So I did not put in profit per stamina because there's no point. Now fishing is also random, but at least it's about 80+% chance there is some kind of consistency there. Whereas for mining, the consistency is, there is a consistency if it's over a large sample size, but the chances of getting something is really very low. So there's no point trying to compare because it's inconsistent. So moving on to cooking. Now let's look at level 1 cooking. If you were to spend all your crystals buying the materials from the marketplace, from the exchange center, and you purely spend your stamina on cooking, this is how much you will get by selling the final product in the exchange center. So after tax, the best item to cook at level 1 is prawns and frog meat at 49 crystals per stamina. And lastly, for smelting, if you were to just buy all the materials that you need from the exchange and just purely focus on smelting, the best item would be sharpstone at 31 crystals per stamina. Now you notice that for smelting there's a lot of negative numbers here. Negative profits simply means that the cost to buy the materials from the exchange is higher than the profit you get after tax. That's why you don't make any money. Okay, so at level 1 life skill, based on the prices in my server, spending all my stamina on fishing would give me the highest return on crystals. However, you would then be worried, hey, if I spend all my stamina on fishing, my fishing level will be very high and the rest will be stuck at level 1. Would that hurt me in the long run? Excellent question, you have foresight. So would fishing lose out to other life skills at a higher level? Let's compare and contrast between the level 3 for all life skills. Level 3 because for cooking I don't have data for level 4. Because in my server, cooking level 4 items are not listed yet. See? Not on sale. So don't bother. I will update the spreadsheet when I have time. Okay, so let's compare between level 3. Is fishing still as good at level 3? Should I go all in onto fishing? So at level 3, similarly, fishing amberfish gives you 58.2 crystals for my server. Gardening at level 3, 62 crystals per stamina if you gather desert tomato and cactus. If you were to buy everything and cook, oh, now it changes. Making a bug leg salad will give you 114 crystal per stamina. This is already inclusive of the price that you need to pay for buying the ingredients directly from the exchange. Alright, so it's already been calculated. Now let's look at smelting. At level 3, smelting and producing basics 2 will give you 129 crystals per stamina. Similarly, this has already taken into account you just directly buy everything that you need from the exchange and fully focus on smelting. Go all in on smelting. It will give you 129 crystals per stamina. I think at this point of the video you must be thinking, just shut up and tell me which life skill gives me the most profit. Now here is where tax comes into play and made this video 3 days late. Now because of the in-game tax system, let me show you guys the in-game tax system. Because of the in-game tax system, the first 500,000 crystals you make will get taxed for 10%. The next 500,000 crystals that you make will be taxed for 20%, and everything after that will give you a 25% tax rate. Now it changes a lot of the calculations, so much so that it took me 2 extra days to double confirm and triple confirm this new formula that you see in the blue column. But that's another video for another day. It also brought me to realize that the tax system bottlenecks the players pretty hard, but at the same time, it provides an answer to the age-old question that many people ask: how to balance between selling stuff and making crystals versus gathering for your own progression. Now that's also another video for another day. In conclusion, which life skill is the most profitable for the first 500k tax bracket? Key in the prices into the spreadsheet and look at the pink column. Once again, I must reiterate, the prices fluctuate and change constantly based on multiple factors like server population, class popularity, how active the player base is, etc. Hence, you need to constantly update the prices and decide for yourself which life skill gives you the best return based on your server. The spreadsheet is not the answer, the spreadsheet is just a tool for you to find the answer. Lastly, if you appreciate the effort and time I took to make this spreadsheet and understands how it brings you value, rock the like button and subscribe as a form of encouragement. The spreadsheet will be linked in the description below. If you have any suggestions on how to improve the spreadsheet further, feel free to reach out to me. And if you like to play ROX on an emulator on your PC like me, I will leave a link for the LD player below as well. I have used ROX, Memu, BlueStacks 5 and LD player has worked the best for me thus far. It saves the batteries on my phone and just allows me to alternate tab on and do other things. If you like free rewards, use my invitational code below for a free mount and free Razer Go. Let me know if you have any questions and I will try my best to answer them. Enjoy roxing, remember, outplay, don't outpay. I will see you next time. Bye!